The reason I'm stopping you is for your speed. Okay. You got your driver's license with you?
I do not have my wallet.
Okay. You the registered owner of the vehicle? You are? What's your name?
Madison.
Okay. What's the reason for the rush?
I just distracted speed and I wouldn't wait for another one.
Okay. All right. If you would just stay in the car, I'll try to look you up based off the plate. If I have any questions, I'll come back up and talk with you. All right, let me grab your information from you because I think it looks like it's registered to, I guess, your dad.
Is it really?
Yeah. All right, sir. Here's going to be this for you.
All right.
Do your best to make sure you have your driver's license on you. There's something we can't charge you with. I didn't do it today. Just make sure you have that on you. It is going to be a citation for your speed. I clocked you. You're going to 89. Do you have any questions about the citation?
No, sir. I just said I can just go in, okay?
There's Madison Cawthorn's October 2021 routine traffic stop for speeding, going 89 miles an hour. And it seemed oddly normal for some people in the country because Madison wasn't snatched out of the car, he wasn't tased, he wasn't beaten, and he wasn't shot, despite the fact that he did not have his wallet, did not have his license, and didn't know who's registered to that car he was driving. Now, if it was anyone else, and you walk up and they go, I don't have my license, whatever, officer. No, I don't know whose car this is, whatever, officer. The assumption would be, this is a revoked license, isn't it? This is a stolen car, isn't it? Because we've seen that over and over and over again, unless you're Madison Cawthorn. So let's go to some of the details that did also extend from this. This is from October 2021, but he has more traffic violations. So he received another speeding citation in January in Polk County, North Carolina, and was charged with driving under a revoked license when he was pulled over again on March 3rd of this year. It just keeps growing. So these are constant license issues, speeding issues, traffic violations for Madison Cawthorn. And I agree, he shouldn't be snatched out of the car, shot, tased, or any of that. That's not the story of Gustavo Alvarez, who was pulled over by Palo Alto police at home once he already arrived at his house. And this is what happened to Gustavo Alvarez. Watch this.
Hey, Gustavo.
But why you chase me down if you know it was me for sure?
Was that?
I'm asking you. You know I was me, the driver. You know for sure I was me.
Hey.
I'm asking one more time.
No, hey.
Do you know I was the driver?
Gustavo.
Okay.
This is the how.
You're not answering me. You're not answering me.
I want you to come over to my car right now.
I'm over here. I'm in my house, so you're gonna do anything about it.
Do it.
You have a warrant to come to my house?
Do you know I'm not you're legally detained.
I'm not gonna.
You're running away from me.
Why?
Gustavo.
Why are you gonna detain me for what?
Because I know you're driving with a suspended license. I popped out of this car when I saw you
driving. But you chased me down. Who you know was driving?
I didn't.
So why you chase me down?
I drove by.
Do you know you guys are chasing me down? I'm not coming down.
Gustavo.
You're gonna come in my house. Hey.
And at that point, Gustavo went into his house. This is from 2018 again, up in Palo Alto. So, trigger warning here because, of course, that officer called for backup at Gustavo's house on suspicion of driving with a suspended license, which he admitted, I didn't know for sure if you were driving. Maybe he was, but he didn't know. This is the next moment that happened after he called for backup.
Hey, we're here now. Come on out. Come on out. We're gonna break down the door.
Corey.
Come on out, or we're gonna kick the door in.
How? You have a warrant?
We don't need one. Come on out. Yeah.
Coming out.
Come on out. Come on. Come on.
I'm coming out.
Come on.
Okay, I'm okay.
You're a tough guy now. Watch him.
Okay. Graben esto, pa.
Shut up.
She just hit me.
Leave the door shut.
She hit me.
Leave the door
Let go
shut.
of your hand.
Grabe.
Stop.
You think you're a tough guy? Huh?
Oh man, I got. I'm bleeding.
You're gonna be bleeding a whole lot more.
All on suspicion of a suspended license. In comparison to what Madison Cawthorn went through, which should be the normal process. What are you thinking, Ida?
You know, I think it's just another day in America, KKK America, as Donald Glover let us know. It is, We got a serious police problem in this country. Unfortunately for us, we have to rely on many of them for our own safety. And it's impossible to demonize an entire group of people because we do know that there are police officers that show up for us that really care about us. But these individuals, these thugs that you just saw, these insecure, scary ass men who are toxic and really feel like they have to show some power. What do you get out of banging somebody's head that's already in handcuffs? Why don't you take put your gun down, put all your stuff down and go do that to somebody your size and let's see if you'll do that. It's a bully. It's a bully. And the reality of it is that that's what a lot of people in these communities have to deal with because we have a lot of broken people serving in law enforcement. And unfortunately for us, we have to rely on some of these broken people because nobody wants to step up and call it a problem and try to reform the situation. And we're terrified. Some of us rather just, you know how hard it is for me to dial 911?
Yep. And no one knows that reality. Now, really fast, the last thing on this, because there was charges against Alvarez and they were dropped. So if people wonder, hey, he was driving with a suspended license, maybe they busted him for it. Let's look at that. Alvarez, who's 39 years old, was charged on suspicion of driving under the influence, driving with a suspended or revoked license, and resisting arrest, as you saw there. The charges were later dismissed by the district attorney's office. And the city of Palo Alto paid Alvarez $572,500 in a settlement for the incident in November of 2019. Now, you talk about why that particular officer, Sergeant Benitez, wanted to smash Alvarez's face into the windshield. It's because he had this to say afterwards. Watch this next video.
See how much they behave when we put our foot down? Yeah. He apologized. It's on tape for the bombs that he caused. So we're going to tow the car too? Absolutely. You know, how quickly they behave once we put our foot down, and that's what we don't do enough of. And if I said Dad comes out, he's getting going to jail too. Amazing how well behaved they become. We're not going to get on out here by these freaking low lives.
That's why.
Called that man a lowlife. And you know, the thing about it is that what he said was, I'm bleeding. And he said, and you're gonna be bleeding some more. And the thing is that a lot of people who are pro-police, the Blue Lives Matter people, they're pro-police when it's convenient for them. But when they beat a white person's ass, or when they beat a child, or when they kill Capitol Police, like the thing about it is that they're pro-police while it's convenient. Because they didn't care three licks about those cops that took their lives at the Capitol. They did not care about law enforcement then. It's only when it's convenient for them. And when it's convenient for them is when they are positioned against Black and brown people in this country.